right, my people, now another wonderful evening, and I welcome you on top of the show, UDUOTA on top independent television. Nigerians don't they look, all of us don't open eye, they look, say, how we go take continue inside this particular matter where don't they drag the enemy of this country go back. It not go fit drag Nigeria and go back because we know, say for sure, one day, we not go talk about these issues again. I will say we go down get them right. Which issue will they talk about for the program today? Now the one will concern the oil theft with the Niger Delta area inside the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Not be news again say time will not to take. The federal government decide to say right now, we go make sure say we put this matter for person hand we go feed the airports they look these pipelines where they don't they vandalize, where they don't they destroy. Inside the Focados terminal, we hear for time we also not to take say illegal pipe that lay through the sea where they go we don't know. All this one join waiting the government don't say now then go ready to make sure say they secure the pipelines. And securing the pipeline now, one go expect say we go get the personnel of the Nigerian military, personnel of the Nigeria police, the civil defense corps and all. But not be waiting Nigeria and see, not be that. Inside the security of pipeline now one singular individual for Niger Delta, now they don't put on for your hand. All this one join waiting we're going to discuss inside the program today. I welcome you. Call your loved ones, call every person who's there around you. This is not the time for us to share our thoughts together as Nigerians, first and foremost, and also as a stakeholder for the progress of a nation. The economy get as it shows us for eye now, and so many persons don't talk, say, now the price of oil. Say, if only the crude oil we they explore on a daily basis, we they see the entirety they use for our country, if not be like this. We don't work out today, we get two very gentlemen inside the studio. We're going to help us to put mouth for this matter. From the very extreme inside the studio this evening, we get Comrade Isaac Ajatiton. Now he be the chairman Ishekiri National Youth Council, Edo State Chapter. Comrade Isaac, I welcome you on board the show.
Well done, sir.
Thank you very much. We get one young man where don't let us know, say, hope day for this country if only all of us continue to put mouth for issues which concern us as a country. Make a call and comrade. He go answer because I know say he get hand for things we make sure say go make this country better. Idris Zekeri.
Thank you so much.
I happy say you deal with us for studio.
I'm happy to deal with you today for studio.
By the way, for you will not know, Idris Zekeri now political analyst. Any matter will concern social existence, instead of put mouth inside. So Zekeri, we will start from you inside the program today. We don't see how you go take react to this general term, oil theft, especially say they happen for Niger Delta.
You must know where we they come from. You must know where we they, and you must know where we they go. If we know adjust course, because in navigation there is what they call adjusting course. If you are off course, if you don't adjust course, it means in a crash you won't go crash. So should I get problem with calling the phenomenon oil theft.
Okay.
Because to say theft means say a thief steal lamb and we don't know who steal lamb. But I don't know, maybe you, the presenter, and my co-commentator here, go help me find the word to use to represent a situation where the person where is supposed to protect them, now they steal lamb.
Okay.
Is he qualified to call and theft? Since there was a time in this country where the head of state, Yakubu Gowon, say, the problem of Nigeria is not money. The problem of Nigeria is what to do with money. That was when oil started the boom. Money was coming in. Government confused. It go shock you, say, this hunger where we did, so there was a time where our government confused. They don't know what to do with money. But today, government, they even borrow money to pay salaries because we are not able to meet up with The quota where they give us, where we're supposed to complain, say not rich, we are not even meeting up with it. OPEC gave us 1.8 million barrels per day.
Yeah.
We are doing about 900,000. The difference between that, which is 900,000, that is 50% of our quota, is stolen.
They enter.
You get a leg. Again, for you to say theft, it must be, say, the way that they do it, there are two levels to it. Mark quickly break down. Number one, the one where they call illegal refinery, otherwise called fire. But I can tell you, my brother, I am not bothered about all those ones, because all those ones are chicken fee compared to the grand theft, industrial scale theft. They call it grand theft of our oil weight. The grand theft is happening with the collusion. Allegedly. You know why I use the word allegedly? Exactly. Because we are in the media. If we are not in the media, we for just talk
direct.
Yes. Allegedly. IOCs. People in NNPC and Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources in cahoot with security agencies. And in the course of the program, I go explain bit by bit how each portion of this organization take get hand for the backwardness, for the misdirection where we dey face for this country today.
I go see come to it before I go meet Comrade Isaac. Right now, federal government don't empower an individual inside Niger Delta. With very good friend, government Ekpe Mukpolo, where we know as Tompolo. And as we both talking, I say whoopee sum of 4.6 billion naira monthly for an individual to secure pipeline. This will not be the inefficiency of the security agencies.
The truth is, the fact that a civilian, because Ekpe Mukpolo government, I don't have any problem with him. As a matter of fact, he's entitled to that money. When I say him now, Niger Delta youth. I'm not talking of him as a person, but he's a representation of Niger Delta youth and Niger Delta agitations. They are entitled to that money. They should even get more if the needful is being done. If we are making excess of 10, 15 billion daily, I mean, that one is chicken fee to give people where we say that them get time on a monthly basis. But it is an indictment on the part of government. It then means that you are convincing us that a civilian in the person of government Ekpe Mukpolo has better capacity than a combination of the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, the Nigerian Air Force, Nigerian Customs, Nigerian Police, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NIMASA, and the latest one what they form, Deep Blue Project by the Ministry of Transportation. That's all.
So one person
only one person get capacity pass all those function. In fact, for you to be called a state, is that those organs of government are functioning optimally, if not 100%, at least 60%. But for you to agree by your own signature that those government apparatus are failed, it means you are heading to a failed state.
Comrade Isaac, we go meet you now. You hear waiting my brother Zekeri don't talk. He say Tompolo as a person, he not get issue with him. He say because as that man stand, he they represent the entire Niger Delta. And you now as the chairman of Ishekiri National Youth Council, Edo State chapter, that means to talk say you be part of the Niger Delta. And as an Ishekiri man, no doubt you don't put upon yourself to say nothing will spoil for Niger Delta and the Ishekiri Kingdom, where I also know say pipeline pass. All this one now, I it show you for face. Where this one they take us to.
If you see, like what my colleagues have just said, no individual has that capacity to steal from the pipeline. 9 years to this time, for pipeline to be tampered with, loading in vessel, not good fire.
No.
In vessel. Then you want to tell me now that all the government parastatal, all the security agents, who get that capacity for the hours those vessels is loaded. No intervention of security. No one is caught. No whistleblower. The OT just go easily. That's to tell you that the government are inside.
But now people, they operate that Vocados terminal.
Yes.
People don't they
Belongs to
work
Shell.
there. Share they work there. So if you the terminal say nobody see, nobody blow whistle, as a Shekiri man, Oga, use Shekiri I look this matter.
The issue,
Yes.
I'm trying to, because we are on air, not to delay on the air.
And that nay.
See,
And that
the people that keep the oil, they are the one stealing the oil. So, and by virtue, you as an individual, you just enter into that line. They may crush you. Then, as an Ishekiri man, I don't have any issue with Tompolo getting the contract. Because, for example, Captain Osa was the one handling the job before. Was the one handling the
late
job.
Captain Osa.
Late Captain Osa is the one protecting all the pipeline. Now it's now given to Tompolo. The way I see it, that is a way of blessing the Niger Delta youth.
So you join Idris.
That is the way of blessing the Niger Delta youth. Because if you see, this oil is being exploited in the Niger Delta. There's nothing development, nothing to show for it. So when they are giving out that 4.6 billion, I look at it, that is another way of blessing the Niger Delta youth. And if you want to go deep into it, even all the governors, they are all involved.
You not go feel draw that line, reach the end, because nobody will go speak for government inside this particular.
And now that this job is given out to Tompolo, he call all the leaders, make call across to all the leaders, and way forward. If you have been to Niger Delta, you will see that even the fire, all the government agency, they are all aware of what is going on. So now that they have been given to Tompolo, it's a step forward. First, the government need to look into it, because right from time when they are exploring oil, this excess of bushfire, you don't see it. What led to the extent now that everybody want to see what is inside that pipe? What is inside that pipe? Everybody was going into it. Even 70 to 80% of Niger Delta, they are into it. All the top officials.
You don't point hand they go top. You don't point hand they go top. This one will bring me quickly. Make I just ask you this question. As I dey here now, Hilary or Diano, sir. The work will catch me now to ask you questions inside studio.
Yes.
If I finish this one, I go carry camera, go ask people questions for streets. As you dey now, you also know your own self. Zekari dey here, he get work where he specialize on. Waiting at me be say, not be people like me. Now he go bust pipeline to either draw crude oil or to draw finished product. Now that people where they the top. You see, you the point and they go top does now. Yes. And these people, then they untouchable if we say as a country moving forward, now the order of the day for us. These people, then they untouchable.
Nobody is above the government.
Okay.
Nobody is above the government. If really government, our people make one adage. It's say once there are way things will happen to the soup, you know that mokean don't enter inside. Okay. Any oil pipeline, once it's tempered, because once the line is moving, the volume of the crude there are meters to read it. And once it's been tampered with, they knows. And even the fuel, the diesel, and the crude in the line, those people operating it, they have connection everywhere. Okay. They work with the vendors. They work with the vendors. The government, like the vessel they load, they use boys. They use boys in some area. So those scrum that fall, because those to lay pipe, you know the cost of pipe. Of course. Laying a pipe from the
4 kilometers.
Laying a 4 kilometer.
Yes.
If you enter market now, check the price of pipe. You will know that those jobs run into billions. Yeah. And the area this pipe is passing, are they not community? Are they not security agency? Before it low. So all these people that are doing it, they are using some boys. So the scrum that fall, when those boys are picking those scrum, that's why you see that everybody is putting depth in here to what is happening.
Zekeri, I will come with you now. Some persons don't talk, say, 2023 election. Now, federal government now, they follow, then they pursue. The reason why the whopping sum of 4.6 billion go enter one person hand. And then already they conclude, say, person with that kind of money they hand. Now what he talk, now it go happen for the next coming election, because against the backdrop, say, everything for this country, we must politicize them. Person go build house for waterway, they go read political minutura.
Yes.
Person born, the Peking not stay alive, they go read political minutura. Now so we go take continue.
Well, like I said earlier, politics do everything. One of the avenues of stealing at all levels, federal, state, in fact there's no local government. The states are stealing from the local government. The state governors are stealing the local government money. I can say that one, it's not allegedly. Do you know why? Most of our states don't have local government. So who is stealing? There is no local government in Nigeria that gets less than 100 million a month. If you calculate 774 local government, how much is that? 77.4 billion naira monthly. And there's no local government. I have not had a local government chairman since God knows when. I am from Edo State, I'm from Esako West. So that 100 million, sometimes 200 million, sometimes 300 million, depending on the capacity of the local government. Who has been stealing that money?
Who they collect the money since?
Where has it been budgeted? Because local government money must be budgeted in the council area by the councillors. Yes. Who has been budgeting that money? Or are they saving it in one savings account? But maybe another day, we will get chance.
Look into the
talk
local
that one. Let's talk about Oyete. The way government steal. Do you know why we need to be talking regularly? So that the job of...
you're not going to talk regularly, say the way government is. No.
No.
That word, you're not going to push and go front. Now, oil theft, we they talk.
Now we they talk.
You go say, if there are other ways where you go fit use and without you not use the word government steal.
No.
Because you not deal with constitution, say government they steal.
You know the constitution?
No.
You know the constitution say half of your oil work good day missing now. Okay. If it is missing, it's true. If it is missing, then something is
wrong now.
Let me explain something to you. It's like, you know, our job is to inform and educate our people, right? Let me explain something to you. A cargo, a barge that carries oil, let's say 3 million liters of crude oil, is a barge of about half a kilometer. Half a kilometer, so that our people will understand. It's like from main gate, University of Benin, you don't they go around the Uselu market. Let's say Wasota Uselu market.
Yes.
Let's even say Wasota. So a ship that is as long as from main gate
to Wasota.
You must understand what we are talking about. This oil where we talk, not be 20 liter fuel where they buy for filling station. No. a barrel of oil, a barrel of oil is 159 liters of oil. If you convert barrel to liters, it's 159 liters. If they put 150 liters for grant, one person can carry it.
No.
Then a ship that carries 3 million liters of this oil, a government wants to convince me with the money my parents spent paying my school fees that they are not aware that how that thing is being stolen. And by the time when because now they catch themselves, when the sand not too much for the soup, they go tell you they don't discover. We have discovered 43 tappings. We have discovered 49 tappings. My brother, when person will steal your phone or will steal your property, help you, they look for am. You go ever see am?
No, see am.
That is the situation we are in. That is the situation. So it's politics is stealing. It is looting of monumental proportion. And it is good we keep telling our people like this, because a time will come when the people are very aware. If you don't, they will say, no, Oga, this one too clear. The secret of oil and oil in the Niger Delta has been kept a secret for too long that people don't even know what is happening. Now, just recently, now people come, they know, say, oil, you cannot load that kind of oil from fire stealing and from all those kind of stealing. It takes industrial scale theft, connect to your pipeline. To lay a pipe 15 feet below the ground, is it something that a normal person can do? And is it not equipment that they used to do these things? He said something. Now, Rivers State Governor said it. I'm quoting now so that you don't say I'm the one alleging. That a police commander in the state has illegal refinery. Did you not carry the news?
Yes, we carry it.
So what are we talking in Arabic? This is English. It is time. This nonsense must stop.
Individual cannot do those.
This nonsense must stop.
Then if we, they come to you now, Comrade Isaac, if we don't note all these ones out, you don't quote Wike, the governor of Rivers State. Because me personally actually watched that news that the way he put a point on military personnel.
Yes.
Say your boys yesterday they burned 2 tankers because of say the committee where I set up. We know all of you. 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 Now this government want to continue to cry. If as you talk just now, nobody is above the law. Nobody is above government. Why we never use the books, the constitution, what he talk against person where they steal from national treasury? Why constitution we never use that thing now?
If you see, all the key people in the government, they involved in one thing or the other. Now, you steal my phone. I steal your book. You say, this is my missing phone. I found it in your possession. And I say, this is my book. I found it in your possession. So two of us now, we started accusing each other. Then I will not tell you, I beg, give me my phone. Don't announce it. We could just bury the thing the way it is. And I say, okay, this phone, when you collect, okay, Mo just keep on like that. Mo just pretend as if nothing's happening. One way or the other, they are involved in different corruption. So by the time it comes to my turn, like some politicians say it's my turn. By the time it comes to my turn to steal, you want to block me. I'll say, bros, you know, the other time, see what you did though. So by the time you want to go deeper into this, I will root your own. By the time you're done silent. That's why you see that the government who's supposed to prosecute the oil thief, they will not be able to prosecute it. Because one way or the other, they will just put somebody to front it. Because an individual cannot do all these things. So it goes round. But they position somebody. Say, you be the one running the system. So by the time it comes, somebody who's supposed to prosecute, there is oil robbing somewhere. So it cannot be able to carry out that prosecution. That's why you see that to be able to deal with those people becomes difficult. because the people who supposed to deal with them, they involved in one thing or the other. The money is somebody that will collect it. As he collect it, he share it around. And if you look at all this security, if you load all those tanks, even this fire, are they selling it in the forest there?
No.
They sell it in the,
they sell it in filling stations.
Filling stations.
They sell it in filling stations.
Then if you check from here to Warri now, from Benin to Warri, how many checkpoints? Now, in fact, this country, if you drive on your car, before you from here get to Warri, you begin to see different roadblocks. And yet, they will still load the fire from Warri, Bayelsa to Lagos, to different destinations, without even one truck discovered. So, if you see it, it's a system. It's a system. Both the top, those top, they collect billion. Those who are the bottom, they will collect the one within their power. So that's why it became so difficult. We pray that we have good government this coming 2023, yes, so that we can be able to stand and defend and bring this country back.
Before we go continue that prayer, before we go start or commence that prayer, we will bring about good leadership for 2023. We go look into the House Committee on petroleum issues. They also come out and say they're not going to sweep this matter under the carpet. That was after the very first operation where Tom Polo and the Navy officers did. By the way they destroyed that vessel, put fire. They say they're going to invest, make sure say they do investigation. Okay. To make sure say they bring out those persons where they involve. The House Committee now we see they wait for.
You wait until the whole issue will die down.
It has already died down.
You cannot get any results. I told you. They know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. And before you can be able to handle this issue, first of all, you must look what is the root cause of everybody want to go into the pipe. Everybody. Okay. It's now become the business of the day. So you must find the root cause. So they know what they are doing. That result won't come out.
Secretary, you share inside that opinion.
Let me give you two quick examples. In the year 2004, during the administration of Olusegun Obasanjo, they arrested a ship that stole oil from Nigeria, African Pride, filled to capacity with crude, and it was kept in the custody of the Navy. Make I shock you. It was announced to us in the various media houses by the Navy that the ship lost.
Lagos. Missing Lagos. That
the ship went missing. Ship will get 3 million liters of crude oil. Missing. And I remember then, because Obasanjo, whether you hate him or you love him, now still man will get action. 2 rear admiral in the Navy went in for it. Later news came out that there was $5 million in bribe. Around August this year, Heroic Edun, a ship that also carries about 2 million liters of crude oil, was arrested in Angola by the Angolan Navy. Yeah. What did he carry? Crude oil stolen from Nigeria. 2 things. One, it has confirmed, our government have confirmed to us that the Angolan Navy is stronger than the Nigerian Navy. Number 2, every ship in the world, just like your vehicle, has IMO registration number.
Yes.
Now, and not just the registration number, you can track every ship in the world, the movement of that ship.
Of course.
Before any ship come into this
before you enter your territory,
Navy have already known.
No. So, that ship was arrested in Angola. Just to round off this point, when you ask, when you are loading any ship, because we have to do research, you know, why something confuse you, you go find results. Femi Falana, I'm calling names now, because if they are here, they will say the same thing. Exactly. Said it, that they went to a port in the US The quantity of crude oil where they load for Nigeria, they go say they load, for example, 2 million barrels. When it reach US, they write for paper, say now 2 million we load for here. When it reach the port of delivery, they go write, say now 3 million. Now enter our. You don't ever see, we're on top Atlantic Ocean, where they miss. It can only happen in a dysfunctional society like we are living in. It then means when people load it here, they will quote wrongly, sell there, and keep the difference. Let me round up finally by telling you the kind of money involved. At $100 per barrel, if you steal 1 million, 1 million times 100 is 100 million. Yeah. If you have 3 million barrels stolen, if you sell at $100, that's $300 million. $1 now, according to black market this evening, is $7.90. So 100 million is 79 billion naira times 3. And imagine say they do that
business
on a regular basis. The thieves of Nigeria all year, I have said it before, they are in Lagos, they are in Abuja. You don't even see them.
Some are in abroad.
Some are even abroad. The ones you are seeing in the Niger Delta, now, oh my God. Now the one where they say now, the one Benin they say now those one where they chop the ilalobo. The ilalobo. Now you they see for Niger Delta. That is the truth. Let them. Those who are Christians, make them put for Bible. Those who are Muslims, make them put for Quran. Those who believe in Ayelala, whatever, make them all Shango, make them put and swear say this thing where they talk, now lie. They are there. They are looking at us now.
But the chief executive officer to NFPC, Oga Mele Kyari, in the talk say they're not going to leave any stone unturned for this particular issue now where we say fight against oil theft for the country. That word, if we take and go back.
The first stone where we need to turn, now Mele Kyari, you know, so you say make we no call names. But when they come and address the press like all of us are listening to them are idiots, it's you know, you have to tell the man who calls me.
Nigeria not feel they look as idiots.
No, they want to make us look like
idiots.
They want to make us look like fools. When you come and you tell me that you arrested a cargo with oil and you set it on top of or set it on fire on top of our terrestrial, our waters to further pollute our waters. I mean, when that thing they burn, it they vanish.
No.
Yeah.
Does it not produce residue?
Oh, of course.
The crude oil inside, if you take it to any refinery, can't you refine it and bring out fuel and you burn it? Our mumu not too much. Their mumu not too much. Not be our their own mumu not too much. It's true.
So we go as a Niger Delta man, because we know if we continue inside this situation, because when President to inside darkness,
you
go come they see, and we don't they see now. As a Niger Delta man, what do you feel say we supposed to do as a people to make sure say we feel come out inside all these issues where we don't find ourselves for yet for the country?
Yes, there are way out, but very, very difficult. Okay. Because the people involved in these systems, they are top people. They use those boys. They are using them. And you see, frustration can make you involved in anything. Because the risk in that crude fire, one, that crude is not good to human health. Okay. Most of the boys, their dick no they work again. It's not fortune. Because of every day, that crude, they are affecting your system. They touch their body. So, but some of them don't care because they want to have living. So, the only way out is when we really have good government who can be able, if they see even 1 liter, you go for it. That is one. Then 2, those communities that has oil, the closer to the well, the poorer you are. Those people benefiting from this oil, they are very far. It is only when you carry the community along, let them have the dividends, that they have oil in their place. Let the benefit spread. Let them have healthcare, school, water. Even when you go to Niger Delta, there's no water. We have salt water. So they pass through a lot. Let them has in fact, the place to access that Niger Delta, mostly where the crude from. You cannot access it with car. Access through boat. So let them have an access. All those things, once you involve, these days now, they don't involve them in the oil work. They don't involve them because of the antecedent of what is going on. They don't want that. They don't want them to be involved. They give them ghost work. A job that they're supposed to pay 600, 1 million, they will give them 50,000, 100,000 to sit at home. That won't do anything. Like those boys now, most of those boys, because of this bullfire now, they have seen a lot of money. They have seen a lot of money. They make money from it. They don't care what...
Illegally.
Illegally, yes.
They make a lot of money from it illegally. So, it is only government. It is the involvement of government trying to those communities, trying to give them a good health, etc., a lot of things. Then involve them in the activities, engage them in the job, let them have salary. Anyone caught with any let them go for it. By the time you take this step, you see that is the only way out.
But before this time, we get government, we come out to talk, say, these illegal refineries, modular refineries, they go see how they go take do them to make sure say they co-opt into the mainstream activity of the oil refinery process for the country. So where we dey, it can't be like say we go talk, go here one day. When they break, we talk, come here again.
If anything when no favor the looting class. I don't say ruling class, I say looting class. Anything when no favor the looting class cannot fly. If you favor, why are we still importing refined petroleum in 2022? The only OPEC country that imports fuel. The only OPEC country that brings fuel from abroad into its territory.
We export crude oil.
And bring in fuel. Why? Because as we are exporting, they are stealing.
Yeah.
As we are importing, they are stealing. It's a venture, a criminal enterprise. Nothing hard to come up with a person hand pass free money. Money earned is sweet. Money looted is twice sweet. Now they worry also. My brother. Well, solutions. I'm a believer in God. I want to talk to these people. Anything where you believe in, have the fear of God. Have the fear of God. Look, if you look, some of this looting is no longer looting to be rich. It is now madness. When one person gets $100 million, $200 million, what are you going to do with it? There is a certain level you get to. Any money you have higher than that level is a waste to you. It's just numbers. You are accumulating numbers. This denomination naira where they want to change the color too. No worry. In another 5 years, you will see they will bring old naira come away, don't cake. Somebody told me something recently during this party primaries. He said some of the money where they give them, they still get the band of one of the banks where they work again.
Oh no.
Oh no. It means that when they looted that money, that bank was defunction. But as of today, the bank is no longer
fortunate.
Madness. Psychological problems. When you are used to stealing and stealing and stealing and stealing. Have a rethink.
And if money is not circulated, it doesn't.
My brother, people are suffering in this country. Even in this Niger Delta we are talking about, there are people that can only dream of the life we are living in Benin. If you bring them to Benin, go be like say you carry them go London. In this Benin, there are people who cannot eat once a day. The economy is in tatters. Why will only you accumulate so much money? How are you able to sleep at night? Then you go carry police, you go carry mopo, you go run yourself, no source of income, but you are a billionaire. If you don't answer to man, you will answer to God.
If you don't answer to man, you go answer to God. Now it be the line of Zachary Idris for that particular line we drop now. If you just join us, the program now, UDUOTA on Top Independent Television. My name is Hilary Odianosa. We get Comrade Isaac, will be the chairman of the Ishekiri National Youth Council, Edo State chapter, inside the studio with us. And we get Comrade Idris Zekeri. In a one man will be say when he put matter. As he don't talk now, he get hope for this country. He believe in God. Say, if you not fear human being, make you fear God. We could take a small break. After this break, we will continue the program. Stay with us. All right, if you just join us, the program where you watch now, UDUOTA on Top Independent Television. It's good to know, say you still there with us. We still get Zachary Idris for house. We join together to look the oil theft where they happen for the Niger Delta region inside the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And we still get Comrade Isaac, will be the chairman of the Ishekiri National Youth Council, Edo State chapter. Gentlemen, I thank you and still there with us inside the program.
Thank you, sir.
All right, as they come down now from the ladder, we will climb over an hour ago. What do you feel now, say, Nigerian government go fit do? Because if oil theft not they go on, me and you, I not see reason go there where we go take the discuss.
No, we'll be discussing progress.
We'll discuss progress. So I will go take discuss progress inside this country for oil matter.
It is impossible to be normal in a society of mad people.
Okay.
That is why some of us were not always like this. I was not always this outspoken. But when you do some research and you see the way they have stolen from your father's father, they stole from your father, they are stealing from you now. And they are now attempting to steal from your children.
Will never grow.
Even unborn children.
You will be forced to drop every modicum of decency and attempt within your powers to engage. There's an Islamic injunction. If you see evil, if you don't correct it with your hands, if you cannot correct it with your hands, correct it with your mouth. If you cannot correct it with your mouth, correct it in your heart. So even if I dey prison tomorrow, inside my heart, I go dey curse them. They no go rest. As long as this country be as it be like this. Elsewhere, national assets are the most protected assets in a country.
Yes.
Elsewhere, wetin they give you, even as an individual, wetin they give you money, the job where they give you income, you must protect it and do it to the best of your ability. How come the most unprotected assets in Nigeria are our income generating institutions? Customs, fraud. Immigration, fraud. NNPC, fraud. Oil companies, fraud. We are now even stealing. They are now stealing from themselves. Brother, government must wake up. Muhammadu Buhari has a few months to go. This is the time to put his foot on the ground and say,
to correct all those errors.
Now when they go, he's not running for a third term. He's an old man. If God keep on too long again, say, even he go, they ask God why. This is the time to correct it and leave that seat in flying colors. Yes. No matter what you have to say about Goodluck Jonathan now, he is a pride to Africa because when he lost the election, unlike every other African leader, he say, I don't lose. He carry in kaya.
He don't come out.
Muhammadu Buhari, President Muhammadu Buhari has a unique opportunity. If not only oil theft the end, if not, what does it take to gather everybody in the Niger Delta, police, immigration, all the functionaries, and remove them, take them to Borno State, let them go and use their talent of stealing to loot from Boko Haram and bring in fresh people into the Niger Delta? What will it take the government? Next to nothing. Next is a fiat. It's for the president to sign. So let us continue to call the attention of the president to be able to as a matter of fact, make it quickly reverse this confusion where we don't dey face so, and take us to where we are supposed to go. Where we dey go now? This government they carry us go where we don't know, and it has an opportunity. That's my final.
Within this few.
Within this few, it's not hard. Now 1 week you have settled this thing. Simple. Let them not make it look like it's complicated. That's why I tell them they want to make us look like it's simple. Just decide that you will not steal again. That's all. It finished.
All right, Comrade Isaac, you go let us know the way out of all this situation, because you personally now, you na Niger Delta core man, you na Shekiri man. Without the no.
My community has a flow station.
Okay.
My community. I'm from Ajoki community.
Okay.
Ward 10 Kubaoka local government.
Okay.
We have Zingbe flow station.
Okay.
Of recent, let me tell you what is happening now. Of recent, sir, MPDC was operating there before. In 2016, they hand over the flow station to Sahara Energy.
They can't hand over to Sahara Energy. Okay.
So they're no more doing anything in that flow station.
Yeah.
So then Chevron JV from our feeds in Cocoa Delta lay a pipe to Ajoki, from Ajoki to Ologbo, from Ologbo to Focados. 4 hours, Sahara Energy pop crude to Ologbo. 4 hours. No single drop. No single oil drop in Ologbo.
But they say that they pump.
They pump for 4 hours. The meter see the zero level. At zero level. No single
for
oil.
Ologbo end.
For Ologbo end. So this company cried out. I'm once a youth chairman in 2012 to 2020. 8 years. So they cried out. We called a meeting with all the communities from Ologbo, Ikara, Ajatito, Kolokolo, Ajoki, Ajamora. All the leaders we met. We said, if we fold our hands, these vendors will crumble this company. Because how can you set a company to push an oil 4 hours, no single drop?
Nothing done reach the other side.
How will you be able to take care of the contractors, to pay the...
No, see, Comrade Isaac, you see, now the knowledge of what we dey discuss when we get, that make me understand what you dey talk about.
Okay.
You said they open tap.
For one place.
No, maybe because...
Okay,
wait, Isaac, not Russian. People, they watch us now, they don't confuse.
Okay.
With that, how you take describe them.
Okay.
You say pipe of water, they open up for point A, make it go point B.
Yeah.
They open up for 4 hours.
Yeah.
One drop,
no reach point B.
Not reach point B. The pipe get home.
For me though, it lost.
So talk to us.
From Ajoki to Ologbo.
Yes.
It's 8.5 kilometers.
Kilometers, yes.
Once you open that valve from Ajoki, the crude oil, you go to rush from the pipe. Now force.
You go to hear the sound.
Now force until they move. Because now machine, they push am. You go push am from Ozengbe flow station to Oredo flow station at Ologbo. When they open the valve, for good 4 hours, no single drop. It was then the company now called on the communities. And when we sat down, we now said, no. If we fold our hands, this company...
That means vendors cut the pipe
on
road.
Don't block. They have more than 20
channels
pull fire
when they
open. They now call on Chief Johnson. They run to all the communities. He now he brought Mopo, involved Mopo, the vigilante, because without the vigilante, they know the terrain.
Of course.
They know the area. They enter. With force. You know what happened? Among those vendors, they started writing petition. They even put my name. So, it's not easy. You see this battle, it's not easy. Because when we talk, we just talk like me. I'm called Niger Delta. I know what happened. Just that some of us will not involve. Okay. because if you see the money those boys they make, we change. If all those bunkers they party with you, you go hide your small money because they spend that like say tomorrow not day.
Illegal money.
So the way out, like we the community leaders, because we discuss, we say let's put stop to it.
Okay.
Now, if all the community leaders can come together, we'll stop the illegal bunkering. But government too, you need to do their own parts. Okay. Because you cannot be inside river, soap go dey enter your eye. The people, the communities that has oil, they suffer too much. They suffer not be here. Things are not okay. Things are not really okay.
All right, Comrade Isaac Ajatiton, the chairman of the Shekiri National Youth Council, Edo State Chapter. We thank you, say you get time to join us inside the program today.
Thank God.
My very good friend and brother, ever outspoken Zachary Idris.
Thank you.
Thank you, so you get time to do with us.
Thank you.
All right, my people with the house will follow us on top of the program. We also need to thank you because the time where you get to stay with us, follow us for this 1 hour of discourse for issues we concern the oil theft where they happen inside Niger Delta region for Nigeria. We also thank you. We will thank you, say you will also get time to join us next time when we will come here to discuss another matter. Until that time, my name is Hilary Odianosa. Make you keep hope alive. Come on hand for bad thing. You know good. Bye-bye.